Hello and welcome. I am so excited to be walking you through your pre-adventure briefing for the Ultimate Africa Safari. Our goal here is to get you completely prepped and ready for what is, and I'm not exaggerating, truly the trip of a lifetime. Okay, let's dive right in.
First off, let's just soak in the sheer scale of this journey. We're talking about an incredible 17-day adventure that's going to take us across 3 amazing countries: Botswana, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. Just imagine the ground we're going to cover, from the watery mazes of the Okavango Delta all the way to the thundering power of Victoria Falls. This isn't just a vacation, it's a deep, genuine immersion into the heart of Southern Africa.
All right, before we can even think about spotting our first elephant, we've got to get through the important stuff. Let's tackle the essentials: passports, visas, and money. Think of this as the very first stage of our adventure. Getting all our ducks in a row now so we can completely relax and just enjoy the ride later. Now please listen up, because this is one of those things that is absolutely non-negotiable. Your passport has to be valid for at least 6 months after the day you plan to fly back home. And just as important, check your blank pages. We'll likely be passing through South Africa, and their officials are known for being very strict. They often require a completely blank page for their stamps. Seriously, don't get caught out on this.
So, what about visas? Well, for U.S. citizens, I've got some great news. For South Africa, Botswana, and Zambia, you don't need to do a thing. No visa is required. The only one we need to think about is Zimbabwe, and even that is super straightforward. We'll get it right when we land on arrival.
Okay, for that Zimbabwe visa on arrival, a little preparation makes all the difference. You're going to need exactly $45 in cash. And this is key: pay really close attention to the bills. They have to be crisp, new-looking bills printed after the year 2000. No rips, no tears, no heavy folds. It sounds picky, but it's important. Oh, and do yourself a favor. Pack a pen in your carry-on so you can fill out the form right there.
All right, let's talk about your spending money strategy. My #1 tip for this trip is what I call the 80-20 rule. Plan on using cash for about 80% of your purchases. Why? Well, the deeper we get into the bush and the further we are from big cities, the less reliable credit card machines become. Having a good supply of US dollars, especially in smaller bills, is absolutely your best bet.
Next up, one of my favorite topics: packing. Now, this is not your typical beach vacation packing list. Getting your luggage and gear right is so important for a comfortable and totally hassle-free safari.
This right here is the golden rule of safari luggage. You absolutely must use a soft-sided duffel bag that has no internal frame. I can't stress this enough. Hard-sided suitcases or even soft bags with a rigid frame literally will not fit into the small luggage compartments on our bush planes and safari vehicles. Sticking to this rule ensures your bag travels with you every single step of the way. And here is the magic number to remember: 44 pounds. That's about 20 kilograms. Now listen, this is the total weight limit for everything you're bringing. That includes your main duffel bag and your carry-on combined. The internal flights have very strict weight limits for safety, so please pack smart and weigh your bags before you even leave the house. So what do you actually put in that soft duffel? Think neutral, earthy colors: khakis, tans, greens, browns. You'll want to avoid dark blue and black clothing. And here's a fun fact: it's because those colors are known to attract tsetse flies, which you really don't want to meet. But your most important strategy: layering. Those early mornings in an open vehicle can be surprisingly chilly, but the afternoons can get really hot. A fleece, a light jacket, some comfy shirts, those will be your best friends out there. Okay, enough with the prep work. Let's get to the really fun part. What is a day on safari actually like? Let's get you tuned into the rhythm of the bush, because it is an experience unlike anything else you've ever done. Get ready for some early starts. We get up with the sun around 5 a.m. because that's when the animals are at their most active. We'll head straight out for an incredible morning game drive, then come back to camp for a huge, delicious brunch. After that, you'll have some downtime to rest during the heat of the day. Then it's time to head out again for an afternoon or evening excursion as things cool down, all capped off with a wonderful dinner and sharing stories around the campfire. It's an absolutely exhilarating pace.
Now, it's really important we set the right expectations for the physical side of things. This is a true adventure, which means we're going to be traveling on roads that are bumpy, dusty, and definitely unpaved. The ground in and around our camps can often be sandy and uneven. It's all part of the authentic experience of being deep in the African bush.
And where will you be resting your head at night? in these beautiful, incredibly comfortable tented camps right in the middle of the wilderness. Now, when you hear tents, please do not picture your backyard camping setup. We're talking proper beds, private bathrooms attached to your tent, and charming lantern lighting at night. It is the absolute perfect blend of rustic immersion in all the essential comforts.
You know, this trip is about so much more than just the incredible wildlife. It's about connecting with the land, with the people who call it home, and with some of its complex realities. Let's talk about some of the unforgettable human encounters that await you.
Honestly, one of the most memorable parts of this whole adventure for many people is our home-hosted dinner. It's a genuine, warm opportunity for real cultural exchange. It's a chance to sit down, break bread with a local family in their actual home, and just for a little while, see the world through their eyes.
We'll also have the incredible privilege of visiting a local school that's supported by the Grand Circle Foundation. This is such a powerful experience. You'll get to meet the students and their teachers, learn firsthand about the local education system, and really understand both the challenges and the triumphs they face in rural Zimbabwe.
This journey is also going to challenge us to think deeply. We're not going to shy away from the difficult, complicated questions that this region is facing. In fact, we're going to lean right into them.
We will have guided, respectful conversations about some really complex local issues, like the role of trophy hunting and some of the controversial anti-poaching policies. The goal here isn't to find easy answers or to debate. It's to listen and to begin to understand the many different perspectives that shape conservation on the ground.
Well, we are just about at the end of our briefing, which can only mean one thing. Your adventure is just about to begin. So let's wrap this up with one final thought for you to carry with you on your journey.
If there is one single piece of advice I can give you to take to heart, it is this: embrace the unexpected. In Africa, plans can change in a heartbeat. A road might be washed out, a flight might be delayed, or an incredible, once-in-a-lifetime wildlife sighting might appear right out of nowhere. A flexible, open-minded, go-with-the-flow attitude is the most essential piece of gear you can pack.
So there you have it. We've covered the passports, the packing, the money, the daily rhythm, and the deeper experiences that are waiting for you. You are prepped, you are briefed. The only question left is, are you ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Safe travels, and we cannot wait to see you in Africa.